Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all Scorpios out there and you lesser signs, I guess, too. This is Argos Rowe of House Scorpio, and you're listening to GRD. Now, I'm going to start this podcast off by saying I might have a little bit more road noise than usual because the lavalier windscreen is finally, it's finally fallen off. It was on its way out, but now it's gone. So please excuse the excessive road noise. I don't think they sell the miniature windscreens for these things, and I'm definitely not going to pay almost $80 for a whole new microphone when they work fine. But I might switch from binaural audio to mono audio like I was doing when I first started this thing. Or if I had my other equipment from my home studio, I would go ahead and use that because I know it's a higher quality. But anyways, today is the day I'm going to pay my respects to my grandmother, as today she has been gone since 2004 for well over 15 years. I'm going to go pay my respects to her. And I realized something: when you truly love someone, like whether they're gone or still here, you love everything about them, like unconditionally, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I realized that after watching a movie with my girlfriend just before I started this podcast, really. Brown Sugar, if you've seen the movie, I'm not going to spoil it. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to spoil it. But it's a love story. It's a black romance comedy type thing. But the point is that it's like, if you love that person, say you love them and roll with it, and deal with the ups and downs. And I'm starting to see that. I mean, you're still going to be you at the end of the day, and you know who you are and what you are. And hey, like I said, if you love that person, you love them, and something may come of it, but just don't hesitate to tell them that. And how's this tie in with my grandmother? Well, it ties in with my grandfather, because while he was still here, every year that after she had passed, I should say, placed an ad in the newspaper faithfully, in remembrance and tribute, because he loved her. He really did. Even after the passing, it's just, when you spend that long with a mate, and it becomes difficult to kind of see life otherwise, and especially if you're much older. If you're a little bit younger, there's a chance you might bounce back, or you might even get back with that person. But when you're up there in your 80s, it's kind of like that was like the last person you really said, hey, I'm tying the knot, I'm settling down with this. That's a long time that you've been with that person, and now they're gone. And I realized that, after going to the barbershop the other day, and people saying, hey, they want to help pay for Jesse's ad, because this is their first year with him gone too, and the communities that he's impacted as well. So my thing is this: it's, if you're gonna do it, do it. If you I have reservations about the whole marriage aspect, because I've heard all the different crazy outcomes and all the downsides of why things went wrong. And I rarely hear the upsides of people when they say they're happily married. And it's like, for every person that was unhappy, there has to be the equivalent of someone being happy. It has to be true. One cannot exist without the other. It's just a basic dualistic principle. But I'm digressing. I just want to pay my respects and realize that, even though she's gone, he's gone, it's weird having both of them gone. I have no legacy parental figures anymore. And I just realized how much of an integral role they both played. And now that I think about it, I wonder, even if that whole family reunion that was supposed to happen this year, that mishap, because it got canceled now, hadn't happened, can you place a dual obituary in a newspaper? Because when he did it, obviously it was just one person. But can you do two at a time? I mean, granted, it's a picture of a couple, but I guess I have to find out by my local newspaper if they charge for it being two people, or is it charged as still one. and they just put the the picture together, or I give them a picture of them together. We're gonna do that next year because we're supposed to do that this year, but the window already closed on that. Anyways, this is kind of early that I'm recording, so the day is still young. So I'm not gonna read the horoscope just yet. But yeah, I just want to just reflect on that movie, the fact that I'm going to go pay respects, the fact that I really love my girlfriend. Like I'm in love with her. I love her, so I don't have any qualms about saying that. It's real. And now it's just a matter of, are you ready to go all in with it? And I'm laughing because there's a Tesla that says Trump fan on the back of it. And again, sorry for the excessive shaking. These freeways suck going this way. Alright, that's it for now. I'll pick this up a little later. Okay, after paying some respects, we're recording again. Now, I was sitting there at the light, turned the music off, and just listened to the indicator light. Hopefully this is at least getting picked up outside of the road noise and the AC. But listen to its pattern. It's like a metronome. So I was thinking maybe this is a weird engineering hack. The reason why people get like popped for signals being out or something. Maybe it's a grand conspiracy. I don't know. I'm just having fun with this. That the sequence of the metronome, they're all on one BPM, if you will. And then while you're at a light, if you notice, sometimes your indicator, whether you were first to enable it or second, the lights start to pair up with your signal, keeping everything in time with timing. There's a reason why humans aren't really crashing. How do I want to put this? It's the argument versus autonomous cars versus organic ones driving. It's going to be difficult to manage the two. It's because organic or organisms are able to synchronize with each other in some form or fashion. It's just a life engineering hack I'm thinking of. So it's like, yeah, I think I'm on the side of that. Automated cars won't be here for a while, because if automated cars are trying to are in sync with other automated cars, they're not vibing or flowing naturally with all the other natural living creatures in transit. Now, I don't know what I'm talking about is old hat. Maybe just a new perspective of looking at it, a new paradigm shift on autonomy vehicles versus people still driving their cars. It was just fascinating how I noticed that there was a rhythm to it. And you notice how sometimes, oh crap, I need to be other lane. 1 second. I'm just gonna hang back a little bit. There we go. Just like that. That rhythm, it does ease you into moving more naturally with other people in their vehicles. Just nice engineering. Like I said, this is just me, looking at it from the engineering perspective and just, okay, the Scorpio side says, okay, it's by design, so someone thought of it, and then the engineers got together and made it happen. It's just the pseudoscience in my mind is matching the science that I've learned. That maybe this was a topic discussed about when vehicles were being created, just in general, just the vehicle itself, the vessel. It's like, okay, well, if we're going to invent this thing, people say, well, there's got to be a way to keep everyone in sync. Otherwise, it's just be calamity on the road. And what's a good thing that humans can easily get in sync with? Rhythms, BPMs, vibes. Wow. It's That's all. I'm gonna end recording there for now. They still going, so who knows what else will be conjured up. Okay, so the end of the day has finally arrived. Paying respects, thinking about love, relationships, everlasting life after this organic life that perhaps we can't even comprehend. Um, then on the way back, I noticed how there might be a life hack going on with signals and BPMs dealing with autonomy inside your car versus natural human beings just vibing with each other on the freeway. You know, the conflict of interest that lies in between there. Um, since now I'm back at home, um, I got my girlfriend here. I'm gonna go over the horoscope like last time, and let's see. Let's just see what it says. So I'm gonna load it up. Of course, I'm using astrology.com, and today for June 9th, your generosity is at odds with your wallet, and it might be time to get creative with a gift idea. Think about. Oh, sorry. I thought you were looking at me for something. Oh, think about what you can do for someone rather than what you can give them. New ideas should pop into your head by the end of the day, so do not worry about falling short when it comes time to show how much you care. Express your feelings in a poem and create a card that features more genuine emotion than anything from a store could. She's shaking her head no. It's either a ring or bust, basically. That's the daily, so let's go with the finance. You're not the type to find discord invigorating, but some consider it another form of sport. They are to be avoided at all costs today. Your time, she looks right at me. They are to be avoided at all costs today. Your time, money, and energy can be better spent engaging in more profitable types of competition. Real estate is a profitable competition.
Anything that makes money is profitable.
Would you like to read your Leo? Or because you said you weren't even going to come back on this, that was a one and done for you.
Today, what someone tells you is not going to be the full truth. Wait. Oh, today, what someone tells you is not going to be the full truth. He or she is applying a candy coating, saying that things are a lot rosier than they really are. To get the information you're seeking, you'll have to separate fact from fantasy and determine what is really going on. This will require a heavy level of critical thinking and a generous dose of compassion for what someone else is going through right now.
Is that hit or miss with you right now? Right, you really don't have a gauge.
Listen to the finance one. A bit of spending here and there is fine, but don't overindulge. You're not hosting royalty after all, but even if you were, lavish spending would be a faux pas. Keep it simple and most importantly within budget.
That sounds like that's a hit today.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a hit. So going back to mine as far as the daily. Think about what you can do for someone rather what you can give them. New ideas should pop into your head by the end of the day. Well, it is the end of the day now.
Is your wallet not agreeing with my expensive taste?
No, I think it's kept up quite well so far. Some things fall short, but then there are things that you have to look at if they're falling short where they're really important to begin with. Because if they were, what did you just do?
Something stupid.
Did you pop yourself in the eye?
No, I'm fine.
Did you
Keep
look?
going.
No, I want to know what you. Holy shit, it's red. Okay, we're gonna end the recording right now because she just did something. Her eye just turned super red. This is Argus Road with House Scorpio signing off for GRD. Remember, growth, research, and develop. Get rich daily and get results daily. Yeah, your eye's like stupid red. Okay, goodbye.
I think
Peace.
I might have popped a stitch.